and sisters once more. As we celebrate the Holy Family, we are offering our families, our family as religious also, so that God may bless all of us. And in the first reading from the book of Sirach, Ben Sirach, he outlines the duties towards parents. He advises that fidelity to God implies many particular virtues, and among them, Sirach gives precedence to duties towards parents, basing on Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. Honor your father and mother, and you shall live long. Honor your father and mother, and you will live long. And he goes beyond that, promising when you do this, there is also atonement for sin. Your sins will be forgiven. And there's actually no excuse to this. It is categorical. And if you violate it, it is like you become a blasphemer. And then there is also the reward, a long and prosperous life and blessings. As we talk about the family, father, mother, and children, it is us, the children, who are encouraged or urged to take care of our parents. Take care of my parents. Be proud of my parents. Appreciate them as they are living. Communicate to them. When was your last time did you communicate to the parents? Visit them. During your holidays. This is the time. There is no other time. Maybe that time when they die, you have no time to tell them how you loved them. Tell them how you love them. Tell them how you appreciate them. Not when they die, then you start buying expensive coffin. Time is now. When they die, then I start buying a special tombstone, expensive. The money which I never gave them. The love I want to show which I never gave them. Show them now. That's what Sirach is challenging all of us. Some of us, we are not so proud of our parents. I think Father Odonga talked so much about this. We are not proud of our parents. Sometimes even as a religious, there is a profession you call the parishioner who is rich to be your sponsor. Not yet. Some of us, we don't even talk about our parents. Some of us, we don't even talk about where they come from. We are always talking about that auntie in UK and South Africa. Not that auntie in Chirubi or my mother in Chirubi. I never talk about that. I would rather talk about my relatives in Ibex. I would rather talk about my brother in Nairobi, not the one in Kwinda. So, it is a challenge to you and it is an obligation. And some of us, maybe not you, I have heard people who say, my mother is jealous of me. You. How can your mother be jealous of you? My sister, how can your mother be jealous of you? Remember, when you are weak, very weak, you had no defense. If your mother didn't love you, he would have thrown you. And today you come and say, my mother is jealous of me. My mother wants to bewitch me. And you are charismatic. It's not you, brothers. No, it's not you, brothers. No. Where is your spiritual life? Where is your spiritual life? Please. In the family, it is very important, even the role of parents on the other hand. The parents are also urged to be an example to do discipline and encouragement. Sacrifice for your children. Love them unconditionally. Maybe it is us formators who are told, be an example of discipline and encouragement. Don't only talk about the shortcomings of your brothers. Our offices should not be courtrooms where we come and judge a brother or a sister. They should be rooms of encouragement, discipline and encouragement. There, brother, you are doing well. And I'm happy. You have improved from last year. Not a courtroom where attorneys quarrel each and every day and no one wins. No one wins. Let our families be families of confessional love, where we admit our mistakes. Homes where love flows, where we see the goodness of others, not always judgment. This house is not a house of judgment. What about that one? He woke up. Yesterday he was tired. It's a home, a place where we meet the love of God. Silak is challenging family relationship is possible when we allow the Lord to be the center of our relationship. Parents are to be models of moral and spiritual integrity. Children are to love and care for their parents, especially when they are old and they need. We need to sacrifice for them. In a family where there is love, in the family where there is affirmation, in the family where there is forgiveness, you see that family growing. You see that family united. When you see a community where every day are complaints, maybe some of these virtues are lacking. Forgiveness, sacrifice for one another. That's why, one child was, the father was explaining to him how he lived when he was young. So the father was telling his child to say, when we were growing, we used to go to school on foot, and sometimes not even packed lunch. And the child looked at his dad. What happened? Dad, you didn't have your dad. You didn't have your dad to take care of you? Because to him, dad has to provide everything. To him, dad has to take him to school. This generation, they cannot hear someone going to school on foot. They have to be driven to school. So you didn't have your dad? I feel pity for you. Where was he? Where was he? No, we didn't have enough. So sometimes we need to understand that in the family, sometimes we lack certain things. Certain things are not there. Not that we are, even if we are a dad who was caring, but certain things are not met. And it goes for understanding. Maybe even in our communities, not everything is provided. But let it not bring quarrel among us. Next time we'll do better. The subsidy did not come. Our provinces didn't send money. No, they sent. But the rate is affecting us. Okay, I know we understand. Next time, will you do it? Here I think we are suffering. People are suffering outside. I'm talking about the unity of the family, even when it is in the family where we are appreciated. It is in the family where we are famed. So even you, brothers, let us appreciate. Say what we are supposed to say now. Not when you leave Bonaventure, no, Father, you kept us well. You never told me. You are only complaining. You never told me. No, Lusaka is heaven on earth. But here you are only complaining. No. Say it now. But we are afraid. If I say it, then the brothers will say, I'm siding with the formaters because there is it, we and they. We are all brothers. I'm talking about now our family. Our family as Capuchin, our family as Conventions, our family as OFM, our family as Salesians, our family as Bromeo Sisters, and other religious groups there. In the gospel, the gospel described the fifth joyful mystery in the Rosary. Luke reports the event of the child Jesus disappearing and then being in the temple. Jewish boys were made sons of the law by presenting themselves in the temple of Jerusalem when they become 12 years. On one hand, to go for a pilgrimage for the Passover. Luke here shows that the parents of Jesus and Jesus himself were good Jews and did what was expected of every Jew, namely to make yearly pilgrimage to Jerusalem to participate in the celebration of the Passover, one of the 3 annual pilgrimages, Pentecost and the Feast of Tabernacles. Here we see that in the Holy Family things did not go on well. There is unexpected problems, anxiety, suffering. Mary and Joseph lose Jesus, and they start searching for him anxiously, only to find him after 3 days later. Parents, when the child is not around, do we go and search for them? Or we only say, he's like that, he will come. When a friar is not on the dining table to a particular day, are we concerned? Sometimes we don't even know that that particular brother is not there. Are we concerned? When a friar starts asking each and every day permission to go outside. Are we concerned? Are we concerned? We become anxious. What is happening? The parents of Jesus were anxious. And then they found him seated among teachers in the temple. If we were to search for you, where are we going to find you? Kamwada. Where are we going to find you? They found him seated among the teachers in the temple. He responds that to be his duty is about the Father's business. And they don't understand. It is all about his Father's business. They need time to learn, to know their Son. So it is with us too. Every day, families have to learn, to listen, to understand one another, to work together, to face conflict together, our joys and our sorrows together. It is a daily challenge, and it should be overcome with the right attitude. Through simple actions, simple gestures, caring for the details of our relationship. This helps to talk within our families. Talking at the table, sharing at the table, dialogue among us, parents and children, among siblings. Some of us, we are just spectators in the community. Participate. Dialogue with your brother. Engage your brother. Engage your sister. Not spectators in the community. Have you seen the white car? Hey, so what? They bought. I don't know. Oh, I've seen they are constructing an extension in the chapel. No, I don't know. I just watch. Be active, be proactive in the community. You are not present. Know what is happening. Sometimes we don't have even the courage to ask your confrère. I saw they were flooding the box. What are they? You go and ask the worker. Engage your brother. Engage your friar, not spectators in the community. Sometimes we isolate ourselves with mobile phones. We isolate ourselves with mobile phones. You isolate yourself. You don't participate in anything, even when it is manual work, with headsets. Are you present? Who works like that, brothers? Which company? Which company? It says much about us, even in the world, brothers. When you are working with headset, how can you work? After a minute, a message pops. What's up? Can you work? We need to die to ourselves. Look at Mary. When she had to question Jesus, she said, "Your father and I have been searching for you. Not I and your father, not me and myself." She's not the priority. Our world today is full of I. I am the center. I am the center of the world. In the Holy Family, first is you, then I. In order to protect harmony in the family, the dictatorship of I has to be fought. It takes courage for us when we die to ourselves, because the world in which we are living today, actually, even when you look at the cell phones, when you look at what kind of pictures do we find in our phones? The pictures we have taken. We are going to find that a big number, they are our photos. Not others' photos. Our photos. And that's where the term selfie, me and myself. Selfie. Me, I'm very important. I'm the center of the world. But in the Holy Family, the I, the selfie is not important. Me, I'm the center of attraction. I don't need others. I can do it myself. Long time ago, when you are taking photos, most of the times it's on you taking others. You are only taking others. Now, it is me and myself. Today I woke up and I'm feeling high with These are morning vibes. Me and myself, I don't mind about others. When the exam is tough, with a lot of books there, confused, me and the exam. We are saying, in the Holy Family, the I should be fought. In our community, the I should be fought. When I'm okay, then it's okay. I don't care about others. Not with marriage. Because it changes everything. Rather than listening to one another, we start blaming one another for the mistakes. When rather than showing care for each other, we become fixated on our own needs. Instead of dialogue, what do? We isolate ourselves with mobile phones or on the computer. It is sad to see our families at dinner with everyone on their mobile phone. The same applies to us at times, sometimes even in the chapel. No, brother. Let us live, like Paul tells us, a family of mercy, a family of kindness, a family of forgiveness, gentleness. Pope John Paul said, "Give me a holy family, and I'll give you a holy church." And I'm saying, give me a holy novice or a holy friar, and I'll give you a holy priest.